All right, shalom everyone, and peace of the Lord to those who love peace and no peace for the wicked. The Lord said. My topic today, actually, because I saw some comment repeatedly by some of you, and all of them, they share one thing that Trump is his name is in this PDF file. I do not know much than you do, so I'm not going to come and claim that I know and you do not know. All of us actually, we know nothing because what we know is what in the news. And what is in the news usually is not really what is there. It's not like a secret. Government always, they have a black papers. And those papers have a lot of, hiding names, hiding details, and every government have his own agenda or its own agenda. But when somebody says a Trump, remember, I'm not defending Trump. I was talking about Syria just 2 days ago. I was so upset from him, I'm still. So when he do something wrong, I say he's wrong. I say he's greedy. I say, so I'm the last one who to defend something is wrong, especially when it's come to sexuality with kids. So I'm not here to defend anybody, but I'm here to see if we can think together and come to a smart conclusion, not a stupid one. Accusing people is so easy, but you don't want to do that because that can be done to you, But I want to make it simple for you, for all those who say Trump name is in the client list of Epstein. Just think about it this way. Christian Prince, he did a scandal. And his scandal is so bad. And the one who has the files is Mimi Hijab and Lili Dawa for 4 years. Do you think they will hold it? Do you think they will hide it? Do you think they will protect me? I think you know the answer right away. You know what I mean? So Joe Biden was in the office for 4 years. They dig every case it's possible to hurt the guy. They are working hard to put him in jail. Actually, almost he got in jail if he did not become president. What prevent them from putting him in jail is just because he became a president. They went to a mortgage 15 years old and it's paid. It's not paid. The bank did not even complain. Look how much far they are digging. And they found that he gave a value higher than the real value of his property. They got him. They want to put him in jail. So why they want to go to a stupid case like this about a mortgage which he paid and the bank is not complaining when they have such a case? Are you with me? Which one is severe? Which one is damaging in the election day? A guy, he said my building here worth $1 billion when it was $800 million. Or a guy who sleep with kids. Which one is going to hurt more? We know which one. So if his name is in those files, trust me, Kamala and the gang, they will never hesitate for a second. The story happened here in this video. And Trump, he did something stupid in this video. And I will show you why. Let us watch it together.
And released yesterday in Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former labor secretary who was Miami U.S. attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the step?
Yeah, sure. If
Hey,
I
Pam,
could,
could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second?
This is his mistake. He should not intervene. By intervening here, people, they thought, oh, this guy, we hit the nerve. He don't want her to talk. He disturbed the question. But I will tell you why he is intervening. He have a meeting for the cabinet to speak about how successful he is. And those people always, they try to change the topic, to talk about something disgusting, something bad. They always come with a new accusation, sometimes directly, sometimes non-directly. So he's meeting with the cabinet to talk the success they have. And usually, nobody may meet the cabinet, not in America. Biden, he never have a meeting open for the, how many meetings Biden he have during the time he's president? Never. He bring all the journalists. He's not hiding. He's not in the corner. He's not in the basement. So he want to talk about his success and the accomplishment. And right away, they jump to talk about this stupid case. So look what he will say, which some they might say, oh, we hit the nerve and he is now upset. But I think, this is my opinion, this is not the case. Listen carefully. What he said. Or why he said what he said.
For
Sure.
1 second. Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
See? They come in the middle. It's like you have a wedding party. In the middle of the wedding, they want to talk about a pimp. They didn't even finish their meeting, They did not ask him a question about what he is talking about. They changed the topic totally. He did intervene. All the liberal media, they start saying, oh, release the file, his name. And just to remind you, we have another scumbag who mentioned something about Trump, Elon Musk. I have to refresh my page. This software is not functioning correctly. So Elon Musk is the one who mentioned that Trump name is there, if you remember. Right? And then everybody start playing the same game to gain a view. Like this piece of shit. I'm not calling him a piece of shit because he is, but because he have no dignity. Him and Qatar Carson, those are tools for the Arab. Elon Musk, he said, time to drop a big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein file. That is the real reason they have not been made public. And here you see how stupid and how fake this person. So if you are a person who knows that his name is there, so why you support him for almost 6 months, if not a year, and you gave a lot of money as donation for him to win? So are you supporting someone he is a pedophile? The hypocrite Elon Musk, actually this post proved many things about him. He's not smart. He's really stupid. He's emotional. He got upset because Trump, he came with this big beautiful bill and he canceled all the benefit which his company was receiving from the government. Tax cut, credit, all the things. If you buy a Tesla car, which made many people buy it. So this stupid idiot, How he can take revenge, he throw this. But I am not stupid to believe in such a statement. Because again, the most people who hate him in the world is the Democrat. And they will never hesitate to release anything about him if he is there. It's like saying, Trump is protected by Biden. That would be silly and that would be stupid. That means you are mentally ill, actually, if you believe in such a thing. So they did not release it for 4 years because there's nothing about him. It might be that Trump, it might be, I'm not saying maybe, I'm not saying for sure, that he is protecting some of his donors. Somebody is very rich and his name is there too. Like who? Maybe. Not those for sure. Even though they are pedophile. But maybe someone else. I want to show you something very interesting. If you look here in this article, they have pictures of those who are involved in this pimp business. This is a woman. She is the madam, she is the one who recruit women, of not the children's, Now the youngest between those, it was 14 years old. So her name, his last name is Maxwell, and now she is serving 20 years in jail in Florida. I want you to look carefully at this picture. Again, my screen keeps freezing, so I have to refresh. This is not from my computer, this is from the software I'm using to broadcast. If you notice the Business Insider newspaper, they are showing her picture with everybody except with the one in the right of the side. Anyone can guess who is there in that picture? Why they cut him off? Anyone can guess? Who is next to her? Who is this guy wearing the suit next to her? Musk. This is Elon Musk. This is Elon Musk. Let me show you the original picture. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. This is the original picture. This is exactly the same picture. So look at this. Why the newspaper who's making an article exposing everybody? Why they want to cut? I mean, is Elon Musk is famous enough to be there? Isn't it that will make him make the newspaper more like have more review? I mean, this is Elon Musk. This is not Christian Prince. You have a few 100,000 people or millions of people, few millions that are saying you about me. Maybe 300 millions in Indonesia. I don't know how many millions in India, etc. But still Elon Musk. There's nobody in the world do not know him. So why they cut off his image? The answer is very simple. Always somebody try to protect somebody. I work in a newspaper. My career is kind of funny, the jobs I did. I work in newspaper when I was a student studying law. And I notice how the media work. The one who give big a check, the media work is not really from commercial advertising. Mostly is from attacking somebody is very powerful. And then to shut them up, he send a big check. Then they will switch to somebody else. It's like, newspapers is like a dog with rabies. You have to give him a bribe, a bone, and then they will let you alone. As simple as that. And then after I finish my law degree, I work in the police. So I investigated many cases, and because I am highly graduated with degrees, I was not a normal policeman who go and investigate or they give a ticket, not like those you see in the street. So I have a very good experience with the crimes. In the same time, I'm qualified to be a judge. So when somebody come to me and he say what he say about Trump, I have to be careful. Regardless you like him or you hate him. I say don't be stupid, because the one who has his file, if he is there, is his enemy for 4 years. And the guy himself who is saying let us throw a big bomb, as you see, himself is in connection with this guy. And obviously he is in the name of the list. Because the list, I want you to know what the list means. The list does not mean everyone who attend this party is a pimp. Those are rich people, very, very wealthy and very connected and very powerful. So all of them, they will be invited. They will not invite you. They will invite them. And they invite them for a reason, because they are very rich and very powerful. So if I am rich like Elon Musk, I assure you, this pimp, he will have my name in his phone book. But that does not mean that I am his client. Because this is what they do. The whole idea of this business is not making money from the girls. They don't make money from the girls. I'm not talking about, at the end of the day, everything is business, right? But those people don't pay for the 14 years old to sleep with them. They don't. All this received for free. And then this pimp, he receives something else as a favor, something very big. So this is not Andrew Tate's, who have a bunch of girls go in the camera opening their legs and then he steal their money. This is way bigger. His clients are the brother of the King of England, rulers, extreme billionaires, not billionaires, extreme billionaires. If you have $1 billion, you are not fit yet. You have to be something very powerful, either in politics or in money business. So everybody in his list, everybody who is so rich, including Bill Gates. I mean, if you find one person is not in the list, if we can say there's a list, you will be mistaken. All the famous ones are in the list. All of them, they have pictures with them. And as you see, Elon Musk is standing next to the madam. She is the one who recruits women. I can be the first one to say such a statement about Trump, but I might be there too. And as you see, the pictures is talking. They are taking pictures together. We can find Bill Gates picture with them, Bill Gates. You can find tons of very famous people with them. However, not everybody attend those meetings is a client as a client. Those meetings is where they accomplish things. They accomplish a favor. So here in this party here, there's no sex. The sex business is done in private. They don't bring girls and those filthy men, they start having sex with them in the front of each other. No, this is not what's happening. They bring a customer, they invite him to the island, and then they bring those girls to make him happy alone. Not 10, not 5, not 6, which is supposedly secretly is done, like Billy Clinton. Billy Clinton is one of the customers. All right? You notice nobody go after Billy Clinton. Is he in jail? No. Was this journalist himself ever mention Billy Clinton? No. But those people are so desperate to try to find something against Trump. So they keep coming to this file. And then the naive ones, they say, release the file, release the file. They will release it. Are you happy? Still, I assure you, after they release it, you will say they hide it. This is not all of it. You want to bet? In fact, now they are going to meet with this woman in her jail, so they will give her a deal if she can release more names. Because she is the one who had all, let us say, the client names. So they will offer her a deal as return of exposing names.
The Trump administration vowing more transparency regarding the infamous Epstein files. Now some lawmakers are counting on Maxwell to blow the case wide open. She is currently serving 20 years in federal prison.
All right, let's kick things off with our justice correspondent, David Spunt. He's got the very latest on this from Washington for us. So, David, how is Maxwell's legal team responding right now?
Well, Sandra, Maxwell's attorney says that Ghislaine Maxwell will tell the truth when spoken to by Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. And in the same statement, the attorney praised President Trump for, quote, trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, AG Pam Bondi and her deputy Blanche made this surprising announcement on social media this morning. Blanche in active negotiations to meet Maxwell in prison. She's been in Florida, in Tallahassee, for 3 years. President Trump says he's okay with the meeting. Watch.
No concern. He's a very talented person. He's very smart.
He's talking about Todd Blanche. Blanche said in a statement, the Department of Justice does not shy away from uncomfortable truth, nor from the responsibility to pursue justice wherever the facts may lead. The joint statement by the DOJ and FBI of July 6th remains as accurate today as when it was.
So look what will happen now. You see, they did not bury it. They decided to make it even bigger. So now they will bring the women, the only women who left, who can be a big deal. You see, this woman, she have to be worried now. Her boss, even though they say that according to the cameras, nobody came to his cell, he died by himself. I don't believe this shit. I think he was killed. She might be killed to forbid her from speaking of more names. But Trump, he don't have to do this. He can just bury it and let it go. They will talk about it for a week. Their throat will dry. They can say anything about him. Who care? He is the president. He is in control. You can say whatever you want. Who care about what you say? And he have a very logical proof in his side. If my name is there, Joe Biden will release it. He will never hide it. Those are the worst enemy for him. In fact, if you remember, when the FBI, they came to the house of Trump looking for document, remember? And then they opened the drawers of his wife, even her panties in the floor, her clothing, very shameful behavior. It was because they thought that there is a file in the house of Trump which will expose Obama. The appearance from the search is searching for crimes Trump he did. But the reality, which we discover now, it was to find the file which in the house in Trump, as they thought, which was not. Which is going to be a clear evidence against Obama. All right? The strategy, was in the first 4 years of Trump is to keep this guy under our pressure so he will not be able to breathe and he will not be able to think clearly. He will not go after us. If you remember, when I debated Mimi Hijab, I did not actually debate, we can't call it a debate. He started hitting, did you say this? Play this video. Did you say this? Do you know why he was doing that? He was afraid from a debate. He didn't want to give me a chance to ask a question. Because the second I ask a question, he will be in trouble. Play this video. Hang up on him. Did you say that? Do you remember? They are very much scared. He told his audience, you want to debate me, but he knew he cannot debate me. How many times hang up on me? What is the debate? So the Democrat is the same. A bunch of rats, and they are scared that the cat, she will be able to focus on them. So they try to play the cat and make the cat focus on its tail. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they want Trump to chase his tail, to go around himself, keep him in a circle. And this is why they accuse him with the Russia accusation, that he is an agent of the Russian, they made him win, the Russian is behind it, etc. And they fabricated tons of so-called evidence. And then they spent 2.5 years investigating the guy, scaring the hell of him. They want to try him for a treason. And you know, when somebody is in a government, they can fabricate things against you. A policeman, he can stop me in the street. He can say, open your trunk. Okay, I open my trunk. He go there, he come back, he says, oh, I found the drugs. I don't take drugs. I never smoke all my life. He can put the drugs. He can put it. It's easy. You are sitting in your seat. He go to your trunk. I mean, police, they have drugs. They confiscate the drugs from everybody. It's easy. They can push an envelope in your... They can put a 1 kilo of cocaine. And then you spend your life after that in jail. It's very easy to fabricate, if you are a government, to fabricate a crime for somebody. And then who's going to believe you? Which one the judge will consider, you or the police who is corrupt? The police. All right? So they will do that. Now, I don't want somebody to think somebody stopped me and find the drugs. I never smoke, I never have. I'm just giving an example. All right. So 4 years, they did everything they can to make him unable to focus on them because they are terrified that he will start going after us. This time Trump was way smarter. When he became the president, he changed the whole team. So now he is in control of all intelligence and FBI and defense. If you go check the previous presidency he has, all of those are still Democrat. He made a big mistake. He hired his enemy to be his team. This time he learned from his lesson. So he hired very loyal people. CIA, National Intelligence Agencies, etc., FBI, all of them, they are very loyal people. And this is why they are terrified, because now this guy is acting smart. He don't have an FBI commie who is a Democrat. I mean, why you keep him? Why you leave him? He should be replaced from the first day. And you get someone, he is very trustworthy. Which king he will accept that his enemies in the office? That is very stupid. But because Trump, he have zero experience with government. He's a businessman. He made a big mistake in the first president. So now he learned from his mistake. And now we found, just yesterday, and this is how the game worked, they went after him, he went after them.
Obama's been caught directly. So people say, oh, you know, a group. It's not a group. It's Obama. His orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They sent everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified's been released. And what they did in 2016 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level.
President Trump today calling out former President Obama after DNI Tulsi Gabbard sent a criminal referral to the DOJ related to her claims that Obama-era officials manufactured and politicized intelligence to create the Russia collusion narrative in 2016. Intelligence that those officials have said they had great confidence in.
John Brennan and Jim Comey and I are part of the group that were tasked by President Obama to put together all the reporting we had on the Russian interference, and which we did. And then, of course, on January 6th, we issued our intelligence community assessment documenting the Russian interference, in which we had very high confidence in the evidence that we presented.
Gabbard also teased.
See, all of those evidence they are talking about was fabricated. Do you see what they did? It's a big plan started by Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and Obama. And when they could not find anything, they fabricated information and report coming from the CIA saying it is obvious that Trump is etc. So you have to connect all the dots together. The Epstein file is just one smoke to delay the other smoke. They knew, you see, they have their own people who work in the government too. There's a lot of FBI and CIA is the Democrat. They are in the office now. They heard the news that now there is soon release. They found a lot of evidence of the conspiracy against Trump by Obama. So the question about Epstein file came to stop that, to make noise so people will be away from the communist scandal. It's another smart way, evil way, to frame the guy even when he is going to frame them, actually not to frame them, to expose them soon. So right away, they start focusing in how come nobody asked Joe Biden from those Democrat journalists to release the document and the file of Epstein? Just give me an answer. Why nobody complain about it? Why nobody for 4 years says Epstein now? Anyone can tell me? From those who they are attacking Trump? 4 years. Not 4 months. 4 years. None of those Democrat outlet demand Epstein file now. What happened now? They are just trying to make a noise. And I believe that the file, if we can call it a file, I'm sure there is a file, you know, like when you have a case. But I mean, the names, there is, legally, there's many names you cannot show. And I will tell you what I mean. If I am in your phone book, you cannot put my name between those who they are accused of a crime, because being in the phone book is not a crime. This guy maybe have in his phone book the plumber too, the cook, the maid, the doctor, right? So if you are ever, if you work in police, or if you are a lawyer, if you study, you know that there is, you cannot just say all those names that he have them in his phone book, so they are bad. That would be very stupid. In fact, people will sue you. People will rip you apart. People will make millions from you if you do that. You know? So they have to black out hundreds of names. Because anyone in the list, or if we call it a list, to call, he have to be involved in the sexual conduct to be in the specific list, which is the scandal about. Not everyone, he knew this guy, everyone who go to his party, everyone he is in contact with him is a client. Those people, they don't open a business for everybody. This is not under tits. This is a very high level mafia. If somebody want his pipeline project to go through, the only one who stop it is the president. They will call Epstein. Can you talk to Clinton to agree and let it go? So we are talking about billions and hundreds of billions of dollars. Those are not pimps to get $1,000, you know, from having sex with a girl. That's not what they do. Their business is way bigger. This is not even about BDF. This is bigger. I will not be surprised, actually, if this Epstein is an agent of many countries too. Lobbyist. Because now he will have influence and he can blackmail those powerful people. So all the propaganda against Trump is just to, this guy becomes so shiny. In 6 months, he did what people did not do in 60 years. You see, I'm against all his policy abroad, especially with the Muslim countries. But you have to agree that in 6 months, this guy, he did, nobody, no president before him did what he have done. Even his enemies are witnessing for that. In 6 months, he accomplished, which no president before in the history of America accomplished. So they are trying to diminish his shiny appearance by some fog, as they did before with the Russian garbage.
Up that there will be more declassified documents coming this week. Ahead of that, Here's what we've learned so far. December 7th, 2016, the assessment reiterated that Russia did not tamper with election infrastructure. Just one day later, the editor of that assessment canceled the brief, quote, based on new guidance. By December 9th, 2016, Obama convened National Security Council principals and ordered a new assessment. And on January 6, 2017, the new unclassified assessment was released. Obama's office today firing back, issuing the following statement. Out of respect for the office of the presidency, our office does not normally dignify the constant nonsense and misinformation flowing out of this White House with a response. But these claims are outrageous enough to merit one. These bizarre allegations are ridiculous and a weak attempt at distraction. Nothing in the document issued last week undercuts the widely accepted conclusion that Russia worked to influence the 2016 presidential election but did not successfully manipulate any votes. These findings were affirmed in a 2020 report by the bipartisan Senate Intelligence Committee led by then Chairman Marco Rubio. Joining me now to react is the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Director Gabbard, give me your response to what we heard from former President Obama there. He's saying that none of this makes any sense, that this is a distraction. What do you say to that?
It's the art of deflection coming from former President Obama, as well as his friends who are still in Congress today, and Senator Warner and Congressman Jim Himes, really all basically saying that exact same statement, which doesn't actually address the issue that was revealed in great detail in the over 100 documents that we released last week, and the documents that we will be releasing later this week that point to the undeniable fact that you laid out in your introduction to this segment, is that the intelligence community had one assessment, that Russia did not have the intent or capability to try to impact the outcome of the U.S. election leading up to Election Day. The same assessment was made after.
I want to stop her here. Here you see how stupid Obama, with his statement he made, that we know that we have assessment saying that the Russian did not influence the election. So why you do the investigation? Do you see? Do you see? He just actually. You see, not everyone who works in law is fit to be a lawyer or a judge. If I am in front of him in the court, I will demolish him from one statement he just said. Let me go back to what he said, because that alone is enough to criminalize him and make him obviously guilty. Look what he said. That it's obvious the intelligence committee, this intelligence committee, find there's no, and the Russian, they could not be able to manipulate any vote. So why you did 2.5 years investigation over the guy? As long you receive, this is a report what he received when he's a president, which means before Trump he went to the House. So why they continue? When you continue investigation was based on what? Based in a second report, which is made by the command of Obama. So they throw the first report, they fabricate another report, and look, now Obama is proven that he's guilty. He just said that he witnessed that Russia could not really do anything. Are you with me? As long you witness, you yourself, that the Russian could not do anything in the election. So why you continue for 2.5 years after going after the guy based on a paper says they have no influence on Trump? No, that's not what happened. You created document, forged assessment, saying that Trump win because of the Russian involvement. They support him. But because he knew that the second document is a fraud, he made it to go after Trump, to impeach him. The plan is, okay, he won. What we can do? We want to impeach him. So yes, it was a setup. And the statement in front of you proved that all of them. If we go right now and search for Trump Russian videos, you will find thousands, hundreds of thousands of videos about every one of them saying yes, for sure, like, you know, this Adam Schiff and those garbage, you know. Yeah. I mean, we have tons of videos. If we search, we will find them all over the place. You know? But now if you want to find them, like the second you type in a, we need to find something from five years ago. From the crooked liberals.
There is a new intelligence warning that Russia is interfering again in a U.S. presidential election, partly to improve Mr. Trump's 2020 re-election chances. Now, this news is bringing a denial from the Kremlin and...
You know, I don't know who told you to use a broom as a wig. But it's time to lose your hair. It's fake anyway.
Fury from President Trump. CBS News has confirmed that last week, U.S. intelligence officials briefed lawmakers about new Russian meddling efforts.
One senior administration official told CBS News the president, quote,
One senior. One what? One senior. Senior in what? In what? Where? Oh boy. So anyway, so they keep talking about the Russian, and Trump and the Russian. And then it turned to be that all of it was a fraud, trying to hunt the guy and try to get rid of him.
Joining me now to react is the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Director Gabbard, give me your response to what we heard from former President Obama there. He's saying that none of this makes any sense, that this is a distraction. What do you say to that?
It's the art of deflection coming from former President Obama, as well as his friends who are still in Congress today, and Senator Warner and Congressman Jim Himes, really all basically saying that exact same statement, which doesn't actually address the issue that was revealed in great detail in the over 100 documents that we released last week, and the documents that we will be releasing later this week.
100 documents have the signatures of Obama. Obama now is shitting his pants. And Hillary Clinton, she will be too. You will have that your honeymoon is over. When you went after this guy, trying to put him in jail for many years, doing everything you can, you just did the biggest mistake. They knew how corrupt they are. They knew how many crimes they committed against everybody, including him. And now, the genie is out of the bottle. They got your signatures. You are screwed.
That point to the undeniable fact that you laid out in your introduction to this segment is that the intelligence community had one assessment, that Russia did not have the intent or capability to try to impact the outcome of the U.S. election leading up to Election Day. The same assessment was made after Donald Trump was elected by the American people as president in 2016, defeating Hillary Clinton. And it wasn't until after that pulled President's Daily Brief document that you referenced that the Principals Committee was called in the National Security Council, and President Obama then directed Obama's DNI James Clapper to lead the effort to create this new intelligence community assessment that detailed not if, but how Moscow attempted to influence the outcome of the U.S. election. So this is the thing that I think people should pay attention to, is neither the message from President Obama's office, neither the statements coming from Democrats in Congress today and their friends in the propaganda media, none of them are addressing this fact that there was a shift, a 180-degree shift from the intelligence community's assessment leading up to the election to the one that President Obama directed be produced after Donald Trump won the election, that completely contradicted those assessments that had come previously. The second thing I want to address that's very important, Lara, is that you in the clip that you played, you saw John Brennan, James Clapper, James Comey stated with high confidence this January intelligence community assessment that they drafted at the direction of President Obama. The fact is that they used already discredited information like the Steele dossier. They knew it was discredited at that time, yet they used it as a source for this document that they claim to have high confidence in. They used intelligence that some of these intelligence community professionals rejected previously because of the lack of credibility and the lack of the ability to vet with any kind of confidence whether or not that information or intelligence was accurate and could be used for an assessment. There's a long laundry list of facts and intelligence reporting that directly contradict.
So anyway, they have a lot of evidence. There's a Abdul in the chat. He is saying he have a sheikh, his name is a Blue Job, and he want to debate me. My friend, you can ask your friend Blue Job to call me anytime. But be sure that his mouth is not occupied, because supposedly he will debate me, right? So the one who keep posting that he have a guy, his name is a Blue Job, want to debate me, you can ask your Blue Job guy to call me. Just be sure that his mouth is not occupied. Otherwise, why you keep posting? I mean, I stay live on air for many hours and I keep saying any Abdul, and now you are saying to me you have a sheikh, his name is a Blue Job, wanna debate me? Who is this sheikh? The only one who have a Blue Job name is Muhammad Hijab. There's a new one? Okay, let him call me, but be sure his mouth have not to be busy, otherwise we cannot talk. All right? So as you see, you have to connect all of this game together. This is not about Trump. If those people, they care for Epstein file, they have tons. Start with Bill Clinton. Who is the one who went to that island? Is it Trump or Clinton? Why none of them he want to expose Clinton? Bill Gates. You should be smarter. They hate the guy and they don't know what to do. All the famous ones. Anyone famous you know, they knew very well the pimp Epstein. Name one famous person. He's not in contact with this guy. Just name one. Nobody is interested in Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton relationship with this family. How come? What his name? Prince Andrew? The royal family of England? Those people, they were in control of politics. Money, sex, connection, and they are working as a lobbyist. They don't make money from a president sleeping with a girl. This is not how they make money. Those are heavy duty mafia. This is a Prince Andrew. You know Prince, they call him Prince. And the Clinton, Hawking, and this is the Epstein story. Who is not even in relationship with this person? The whole USA government is there. Everybody. However, when those people, they team for many reasons, and this guy, he knew how he teamed them up. Not everyone who attend those meetings are going to be, or he is part of sex scandal. They make tea party, which people drink tea, and they bring all those famous, and this is a place where they start communicating, asking each other for a favor, and this is how they make their billions. It's not from the pimp business. The pimp business is just a way to get it through. And I find it very funny when Musk he speak about Trump when he himself is there. He used to be invited to the parties, and this is the madam who she is now in jail in Florida for the last 3-4 years. I don't know how many years now, and she is going to serve for the coming 20 years total in jail. As we showed you, they are going to meet with her now, and they are where is the video? Let me see. And they will give her a deal. In return, she will release a bunch of names who she never mentioned before. And I'm sure she did not mention for a reason. And they better now give her extra protection because she might get killed. Those powerful names, they are the same people who were able to kill the guy in his jail with no evidence that he was killed, because it's done in a very professional way.
The Trump administration vowing more transparency regarding the infamous Epstein files. Now some lawmakers are counting on Maxwell to blow the case wide open. She is currently serving 20 years in federal prison.
All right, let's kick things off with our justice correspondent, David Spunt. He's got the very latest on this from Washington for us. So, David, how is Maxwell's legal team responding right now?
Well, Sandra, Maxwell's attorney says that Ghislaine Maxwell will tell the truth when spoken to by Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. And in the same statement, the attorney praised President Trump for, quote, trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, AG Pam Bondi and her deputy Blanche made this surprising announcement on social media this morning. Blanche in active negotiations to meet Maxwell in prison. She's been in Florida, in Tallahassee, for 3 years. President Trump says he's okay with the meeting. Watch.
No concern. He's a very talented person. He's very smart.
He's talking about Todd Blanche. Blanche said in a statement, the Department of Justice does not shy away from uncomfortable truths, nor from the responsibility to pursue justice wherever the facts may lead. The joint statement by the DOJ and FBI of July 6th remains as accurate today as when it was written, namely that in the recent thorough review of the files maintained by the FBI in the Epstein case, no evidence was uncovered that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. The president has told us to release all credible evidence. If Ghislaine Maxwell has information about anyone who has committed crimes against victims, the FBI and the DOJ will hear what she has to say. Ghislaine Maxwell talked to the previous DOJ and lost her case. She's serving that 20-year federal prison sentence in Florida, convicted of aiding sexual predator Jeffrey Epstein by bringing underage girls to him over the years. She was sentenced, as I said, in 2022 and has been behind bars since. Now, this keeps the Epstein story, one that President Trump and the administration wanted to go away, in the headlines. But officials now feel they are in the driver's seat. Trump has recently said, the Attorney General, as you see him there with her on March 14th, he says that she could release any credible evidence. Now they want to talk to Maxwell to see if she has anything credible to say. Here's what her attorney says, quote, Ghislaine will always testify truthfully. We're grateful to President Trump for his commitment to uncovering the truth in this case, end quote. But remember, critics are already pointing out that she's behind bars and clearly wants out of prison. No word, though, yet when that meeting is scheduled to take place. Back to you.
All right, David Spot.
See, it doesn't matter what he do. Now they will claim, oh, now she is behind bars, so she will speak as they wish. But look how stupid this statement is. She have her lawyer, who he can meet with her, and she can give him any names she wish. But now, after staying 3 years in jail, in federal prison, which is very tough, jail will make people break from luxury life, most fancy cars, fancy house, servants, maids, flying, fun, meeting presidents, company CEO, all kind of luxury life, to living like a rat in jail. And now she will be exposed to the media. And now maybe there's be a new trial, mostly. So Trump did not hide it, which is good. In fact, he is going to scare the hell of them. And now Bill Clinton and many others, they should be worried. They keep pushing for the file will screw you. They never thought he will move such a move. They thought he will release only the names which is already in the file. But they never thought they will make the women give more names. And now you have to get ready for the surprise, because nobody knows what names she is going to mention. So they were safe. Trust me, many, they knew already every word in the file. This file is not hidden in the dark. Those people who work in the Department of Justice, there are thousands of them. They have access to the file. How many general attorney was hired since the case until now? Many. All of them, they saw the file. And many of them, they are Democrat. In fact, one of them, she is the daughter of, what is his name? The ex-mayor of New York? No, sorry, not the mayor. The daughter of the FBI director. Comey. His daughter, she was just fired a week ago. She have full access for the file. She can go right now in public and she can say, I saw this and I saw that. She can leak it if she don't want to be appear to be, if it's legal issue. She can leak it. Nobody will know it's her. But because they have nothing. So now Trump, he made a very smart move. He surprised them by this move. They will give her a deal if she give all the names she knew, all of them. And then it's going to be a bigger disaster for Democrat if they brought her to the court and the court allowed media to be there. Why not? Don't you want to see? Don't you want to hear? Here we go. Trump will screw you. He will make you hear and he will make you see. And then he will say to you at the end, see ya. They were desperate to see, desperate to know. And now he will let you know. He got a nice surprise for your butt. A bunch of Abdul. So now look what will happen in the coming few months. Obama will be in the court. Hillary Clinton will be in the court. Epstein file will be published. The women, she will speak out in public. I will not be surprised. Remember now the story is going to be nicer because she is in Florida. So in Florida, we know that it's controlled by Republican. So they have full control of anything. Like she want to have interview, judge from Florida can say, give her interview, bring the media. I allow it. You got screwed. You literally got screwed. And I'm very sure Trump will not do such an act unless he is very sure that his name is not there. Which means he is not involved in any something bad. For sure he knew the guy. As I said, all the rich people know him because it's what he do. He's a sneaky, he is a lobbyist, he want to be connected. This is why he invite people even from overseas. Anyone is powerful, anyone is rich, he is in the meeting. But the sex business was something very private. They don't do it in public. You know, maybe some people are under the influence of those, like, you know, some movies about, you know, like secret society, like what they call them? I forgot the name. So they have like sex parties, famous businessmen. This is not what they do. They don't do group sex. They bring one person, like Bill Clinton as an example. They bring him to the island, and there he have one or two girls waiting for him. He is relaxing in the island. They treat him like a king. And guess what? Even there's many witnesses. Why they don't bring the Secret Service? Because when Bill Clinton, he go there, he don't go alone. Do he? Which means anyone who was a Secret Service with the Clinton family, he knew where Bill Clinton used to sleep and where he used to go. Those things, if you are famous, there's no way you can hide it. Because always there is witnesses. Imagine you are a very well, imagine Elon Musk is going to drink coffee somewhere. You cannot hide it. You are too famous to be ignored. It's too late. Just to drink coffee. So imagine if you are trying or you are doing or committing a crime, then that will get more flies around you. So my opinion for all of this, for those, and the reason I made this video because I saw some comments speaking about Trump that he is a pedophile and he is a protecting pedophile. Here we go. They will release even more names. I will not be surprised, by the way, if Trump, he protects or try to protect someone he knew, someone is donor for election, some billionaires. It's possible, but that is different from him being part of the of the act. You see, when those people, the rich people, they donate, they don't donate for free. When you come and you donate to Christian Prince, you are not expecting a special treatment. In fact, many of you who say something in the chat, I don't like, I school you, I shower you, even though you donate to me. Sometime I shout at people who keep donating, especially big number. Like there is a woman, if you remember, she donated $500. That was in Rumble. Second day she came, she donated, I don't know, second day or 2 days after, she donated another 500. I said, okay. Then she came again and she donated other 500, which means 1,500 in 3 days. What I did, I screamed at her. I warned her, I will block her. And you are my witness. How many of you witness it? Have you ever heard of somebody donating for him $500, he will be upset? Why you want to be upset? I got upset because I said to myself, this woman, she is doing something wrong. Do she really have that extra money? Maybe she like to support me and she don't have the money. I was worried about her, not worried about me having money. Trust me, I need it. So those people who donate money, they don't donate for no exchange. There is something have to happen. You have to give me back. When Elon Musk, he gave $1 million check for random name who voted for Trump, he is not giving the money for free. Those people, they are not Christian doing charity. They are not saints. They are not helping for nothing. Those are businessmen, they want return. So I give you $1 million, you return a favor to me of 10 million. I give you 20 million, you give me 100 million favor. Not from your pocket, from the government pocket. So Elon Musk was so upset because of Trump, he canceled all the benefit for Tesla of tax and credit, which is going to hit the business heavy. Many, they go and say, okay, the price of Tesla car is 45,000. This is, I think, the lowest. They will give me 6,000 credit, and then I don't know how many thousand for tax, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I just saved 10,000. Okay, I will buy the car. So that alone was a reason for some to buy the car. That reason now is gone. So Elon Musk, he went nut just because of that. Otherwise, the potato himself is known to be around the same people. This is the whore, the women who recruit women on children's for sex business. And those who they receive money from Elon Musk, or they want to do him a favor, they cut his picture from the article as we see here. Look, they cut his picture. This is the same picture. Why she is not in the image? Trust me, they have videos of everybody was there. And you know me, when Trump he make poo-poo, how many video I made just last week about the poo-poo of Trump? 5? 6? So when I speak to you, you can trust what I'm saying. I'm not defending the guy. I defend him when he is not guilty. I hate liars. So when Trump is doing poo-poo, I say he's making poo-poo. But don't try to frame the guy and use your brain before you talk. And the method is very simple. Every single Muslim, he hate Christian Prince. And then the Muslim, they have a file can expose a Christian Prince. Do you think they will really hide it? I mean, are you stupid? Every Democrat, he hate to death Trump. Do you think really they have the file for 4 years and they did not expose the guy? Are you serious? Or maybe you have a brain of an ant. By the way, ants are smart. There's no way that they have something against him and they will leave it in the shelf. Those people, they went to 15 years ago to find the mortgage he took and he paid, and then they found in the mortgage that he gave extra value for his property. Bingo, let us go after him. Why do they want to go after such a silly case when they can go about something big? Something will harm him in a massive way. So don't be silly. Just use your logic. We do not know what is inside the file, but the logic is very clear. If his enemy is in charge for 4 years of every information about that case, and they did not use it against him, that means they are stupid if he is there. That means really they are really stupid. And this is why I'm very sure that he have nothing to do with it. Not because I am thinking that Trump is an angel, he don't go after women. No, this is another reason. But I know that his enemies, they will wish to find anything. As simple as that. Not because he is wonderful, he don't like women, you know. Men, we are men because we like women. If we don't like women, we are not men, just to let you know. If you see a man, he don't like women, he's not a man. Do you understand? So the normal thing for every man, not only him, all of us, all men, they like women. That's why they are men. It's not a secret. Like I remember once, this was a long time ago in chat room. So, you know, some people, they are jealous, you know, like, so they speak about me. And then they say, Christian Prince, I enter the chat room, and the person was speaking in the mic. He says, CP, there is somebody was saying that you like women. I told them, don't say that. So I took the microphone. I said, I like women. What's the problem? Like, is that, what do you mean? I really like women very much. I hate men. Is that an accusation? What do you mean? If you mean like they're trying to, you know, like to make you look bad, supposedly, they're just stupid people. I am single. I like women. What's the problem? Thank God I don't like men. I hate men. I hate you, men. So there is many people who they are jealous of you or they hate you. They will try to put you inside a frame. And if you are weak and not confident, you will start defending yourself. No, who said I like women? No, who said that? This is, you know, oh, I like women. Why in the world do I like men? Because of their mustache and beard? I have bigger beard. I mean, why in the world do I like men? They are disgusting. Yuck. Ew. Unbelievable. So, when we speak about Trump, we are not trying to prove that Trump, he don't go after women and etc. This guy is a billionaire. He was young, rich, very rich, handsome, famous. So you can imagine, even if he don't go after women, women will go after him. Is that true? Even if he decide not to go after them, they will go after him. It's a fact. Now, for sure, I'm not talking old women, they will do that, but there's many. You will see a woman, she is not even 20 years old. She is trying to date a guy is 70. Why? Because he's rich. They come after you. And then people will start judging. They will say, oh, this guy is 70. He's going after the 20 years old. This is not true. Both are using each other. She is using him because he's rich, and he wants her beauty and her young age, so he can live happily, young again. So both of them are guilty of exchange of benefit. There's no love involved. Now it can happen that somebody in love of someone is old because he's unique. Maybe. It can happen. Some women, they look for a man who is way older because when they were kids, they didn't have a father. So he's the husband, but in the same time, they see a wise man around. They don't like young men. It can happen. Everybody have his own reason for why and how he do things. But people, they always judge. Always they love to judge. So an old man with young women, that means the old man is the bad one. When it might be the opposite, it might be the women. She is taking advantage of this old man to suck his money and then maybe kick his ass. It might be she is using him and she is a gold digger. But people judge. And when you are famous and became very successful like Trump, look, you know, nobody was upset from Trump all his lifetime when he was donating to Democrat. You know what I mean? Nobody get upset from him. Nobody talk about his ethic. As long as he is not opposing them. Elon Musk himself, he was their hero. Electric cars, he want to make the environment clean, blah, blah, blah. The second Elon Musk switch side, the hell gate open. It's about you are with who? Which women I like? The woman who is a woman. She is not, she don't talk like men, dress like men, act like men. The second woman, she act like men, she's a man. She's not welcome. God, he made the man. And the same for the men. The man who act like a woman, I don't respect him. God, he created women in a perfect way to be beautiful, attractive, kind, and even her emotion is designed to make her special and unique. The man, God created him to be a man, to be tough, to be strong, to have a voice of a man, to have a look of a man. And those voice and look does not present only just a look, a frame. It presents an action. If you don't act accordingly to how God created you, you will look like a joke. So there is no need. We are not Democrat who is confused who is a man, who is a woman. They speak about science all the time. The second you say a woman, they don't know what is a woman. Secondly, suddenly science is not there. Right? Women will like you and will love you if you are a man, not when you dress as a female and you act like a female. You move your hand left and right like a female, you know? This is not what women looking for, unless they are weird and they are maybe lesbian. They see you as a female. So God did not create us, male and female, just for nothing. It was for a purpose. So the man will be attracted to the women, and the women will be attracted to the man, so they can have a family. The purpose is not sex. The purpose is not sex. The purpose is family. The purpose is love. The purpose is the children's. The purpose is community. And this community, based on one cell, it's called family. Today, those pervert Democrat is all about sex for them. And because they see nothing but sex, then you cannot communicate with them, because all their interest is in their hole. And how you can talk to somebody he is in the hole? A person who is in the hole, he cannot see the whole image. He can see only what he can see from the hole. If I tell you I want to show you a house, and then you think you can know what is inside the house from looking from the hole for the key. You know, all the old keys, I don't know if you remember those old keys. There's a hole, like, you know, you put your eye there and you can see what is inside the room. But that will not show you the whole room. Any question? No questions? So I hope you guys will not make a claim about Trump. And again, I'm not defending the guy, but be smart. You know, I hate lies. I hate stupidity. Lies and stupidity is my enemy. I cannot associate with liars, and I cannot associate or live with someone who is stupid. If I live in 20th floor and I have a wife, she is stupid, I might jump. It's too much to handle. Stupidity is something, is a big penalty. If you're stupid, you better marry a stupid person or look for a stupid society, because there you will be fine. Stupid people talking to each other. Nobody knows what they are talking about. Everybody is happy. Do you think some Democrat will be jailed? I don't know what will happen. I hope so. You know, I mean, almost they put him in jail. So why he will not, when he have evidence that they commit many crimes? All the 70 CIA agent, or 60, I don't know how many, who signed a document that the computer of Hunter Biden is not his computer. This is Russian fiction. Those should be taken to jail, because they gave false statement. Based on law, if you give false statement for the government, you jail for at least 5 years. It's a proven to be a false statement. The computer of, and look, you know, look how filthy they are. So we have a computer, physical evidence. Physical evidence prove that this guy and his father, they are corrupt. What they do? What Joe Biden he do? He bring many CIA agents. They sign claiming, people who never touched the computer. They did not even see the computer yet. Claiming that this computer is hocus, is not true, is a Russian propaganda, this is a Russian computer. You know, the Russian in America became like the Jews for Muslims. They blame the Russian for anything. Like why Hunter Biden, after his brother died, he did hump his wife, his brother wife, the Russian. He was upset from the Russian. He came home, he found his brother wife in the bed. He's upset. So he did boom boom to her. The Russian. Put yourself in his shoes. He could not do boom boom to Putin. He did it to his own brother wife. And then they come and they want to school us about ethic. Those are the most pervert, awkward, coward people. I can say about Trump, he's greedy, his family love money. It's not a secret. You can say all those things about him from now until tomorrow, I believe you. But don't make things up. This guy loves gold. This guy, he loves to be praised. He's like a child, big boy. Praise me. Oh, you are the most smart. What's your name? From which newspaper? Okay, you have more questions for me? He liked what he said. Just praise him. He will ask you to ask him more questions. Just do that. This is Trump. We know him. The one who asked him a question which is not nice, he said fake media. So he is like a big boy. You have to praise him so he can let you play with his toys. If you don't, he will take the toy from you. Get out of here. But that does not give us a reason to fabricate things about the guy. When he does things, he say, okay, he did it, but don't make things up. And don't be stupid under the control of the liberals. Actually, you know, with everything I say about him, I found this guy is very smart. I mean, if you watch any of his interviews, you will notice how he know like everybody names. You ask him about everybody. He don't. It's not an easy. I mean, this guy is old. This guy is not. This is not a 30 years old kid. You know, this is an old man. In any interview, they ask him about tons of names. He knew them. He knew what they do. He is not confused. He is not who is, where is, what do you mean, who is he? No, right away he gives an answer. So this guy is really something. Sometimes he do poo-poo, and that because of his nature, but not because he don't have many skills. In such an age, he stand for 3 hours, 4 hours making a speech. And he knew how to attract the audience, which is very important. You see, the reason no one was able to take his place in this election, even there is many Republicans that try to compete, because none of them, he can attract the audience as he do. He's funny. And by the way, funny means smart. Funny does not mean stupid. Funny, it's a person who tries to speak to you and he is able to entertain you, yet to get you to support him. So he's funny to win. He's attractive to capture. So he captured your mind. He captured your vote. And then everybody around him, they will not look shiny because they are slow. They are not fast. They are not natural too. Trump, he is very more natural. People like that. He just throw it as it is. And still it's funny. The others are wearing the suit. They are very careful on what they say. They are very professional, and that make them like wax. Like statues is made of wax. Dead. Have no blood in it. No attraction. It's very important to count for this guy what he did in 6 months. And then you have to compare between the bad and the good. In 6 months, we have zero. You know what zero? Zero criminals crossing the borders. Just a few months ago, we have an average between 10,000 to 15 to 20,000 a day. A day. And where those people will go? Crimes, rape, killing. The country is in chaos. Why people are not coming no more to America? Because they knew Trump is there. You see, your reputation is more important from the wall you build in the border. It's not the wall stopping people from coming. No. It is what they heard. This guy will cut you. This guy will get you. This guy will throw you out. You have no place. So he put fear in anyone when it come and do something not legal. He put fear in many enemies. The project he is now started, the AI, is going to be a massive accomplishment for USA. Many do not know what this AI can do. It's madness. You will see in the future that your farming will be controlled by AI. Your doctors will not be needed. We are short in doctors. Just wait. I am not a prophet. I'm not prophesying. But I say to you, in less than 20 years from now, they will not need doctors in hospitals. They will get you a very professional doctor who graduate to be a doctor in less than 1 day. AI machine. They will do heart surgery. They will do beauty surgery. They will do birth surgery. A doctor, he need many years to study to graduate. The machine will be made in 1 day. So every day they will make a doctor for you. The revolution which has come to happen in the future here, Trump trying to make America lead. Now some of you might say this is bad because now AI will control everything. There's negative and there's positive. We better protect ourselves from the negative, and we would love to use the positive. Your cars will not need drivers. Your mother, the old woman, she do not need somebody to drive her. The car, actually already that actually. I think already, right? They're working in it. You're an old woman, you go to the car, you give voice command, the car takes you to the address. Bingo. You did not drive. The car park, the car stop. Same for airplanes. There's many jobs will disappear. I will not be surprised if a Christian prince will not be needed. Why Christians, they say Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet?
Christians generally view Prophet Muhammad as a false prophet, primarily because his teachings contradict core Christian doctrines, such as the divinity of Jesus, the Holy Trinity, and Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. From a Christian perspective, Jesus is considered the final and complete revelation of God, and any subsequent prophet whose message deviates from biblical teachings is seen as false.
According to Christian Prince, Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet and he have a lot of scientific mistakes. Is that true?
Christian Prince is a prominent figure in online Christian apologetics who is known for his strong criticisms of Islam and Prophet Muhammad. He and others who share his perspective argue that Muhammad was a false prophet and that the Quran contains scientific errors, as well as moral and historical inconsistencies. Arguments regarding Prophet Muhammad being a false prophet, from Christian Prince's perspective, and similar arguments. Contradiction of core Christian doctrines. As mentioned previously, the fundamental Christian belief in Jesus' divinity, the Trinity, and his crucifixion and resurrection are directly contradicted by Islamic teachings. For Christians, a prophet sent by God would affirm, not deny, these central tenets. Lack of traditional prophetic signs. Critics argue that Muhammad lacked the traditional signs of a prophet as understood in the Judeo-Christian tradition, such as performing public miracles witnessed by many, or being foretold by previous prophets in a clear and undeniable way from a non-Islamic perspective. Moral criticisms. Some critics, including Christian Prince, raise moral objections to aspects of Muhammad's life and actions as described in Islamic sources, such as his multiple marriages, military campaigns, and treatment of certain groups. They argue these actions are inconsistent with what they believe a true prophet of God would embody. Self-certification of prophethood. Critics point to verses in the Quran where Muhammad's prophethood is affirmed within the text itself, arguing that this is a form of self-certification that cannot be independently verified. Claims of scientific mistakes in the Quran, as raised by Christian Prince and other critics. It's important to note that discussions about scientific mistakes in religious texts are often highly contentious and involve different interpretations of the text itself, as well as the scientific understanding of the time the text was written versus modern scientific knowledge. Some of the alleged scientific errors that critics like Christian Prince highlight in the Quran include embryology. The Quran describes stages of human development, with some interpretations leading critics to claim inaccuracies regarding the order of bone and flesh formation or the origin of semen. E.g., Quran 23:14. Then we made the sperm into a clot, and we made the clot into a lump, and we made from the lump bones, and we covered the bones with flesh. Astronomy/cosmology. The sun setting in a muddy spring. Critics cite Quran 18-86, which describes Dhul Qarnayn finding the sun setting in a spring of dark mud. Critics interpret this literally as a scientific error. Islamic scholars often interpret this verse metaphorically, or as describing a visual perception from a specific vantage point. The sky is a solid canopy/ceiling. Some verses describe the sky as a roof or canopy, which critics argue suggests a geocentric and scientifically inaccurate understanding of the universe. Mountains as pegs to stabilize the earth. Quranic verses describe mountains as pegs or stabilizers for the earth, which critics contend misrepresents the geological role of mountains. Other alleged inaccuracies. These can include interpretations of verses related to the water cycle, the properties of meteors, and the concept of 7 earths or 7 heavens. It is important to understand the different perspectives. Critics, like Christian Prince, they argue that these discrepancies demonstrate the Quran is not divinely inspired and that Muhammad was not a true prophet. They often interpret the Quran literally in these scientific passages. Muslim scholars and apologists, they often respond to these criticisms by contextualizing the verses, arguing that the language used is often metaphorical, allegorical, or descriptive of human perception, rather than a precise scientific statement. Interpreting verses in light of modern science. Some argue that the Quran actually contains scientific miracles that foreshadow modern discoveries, though this approach is also debated. Emphasizing the Quran's primary purpose, stating that the Quran is primarily a book of guidance, moral principles, and theological truths, not a scientific textbook. Linguistic nuances, pointing out that specific Arabic words can have multiple meanings, and alternative translations may resolve apparent contradictions. In conclusion, Christian Prince and others do indeed argue that Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet and that the Quran contains scientific mistakes. These claims are central to their critique of Islam from a Christian perspective. Whether these claims are true depends entirely on one's theological framework, interpretation of religious texts, and understanding of scientific and historical contexts.
All right. Here we go. You do not need Christian Prince. This is an example of what will happen. This is now, not the future yet. So just wait for the future and you will see what will happen. All right? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm happy that we were able to establish a very front line, not only of defense but on attack and exposing the garbage of Muhammad. And Muslims cannot bury it, even if one day I will be buried physically. But what I did will stay there forever, Muslims. I smoked your prophet. I did. Deal with it. Have you tried to debate II? I did just last time. I deleted the video from YouTube, but it's still in, I think, in Rumble. He lost. Anyone remember, guys? Did I debate AI just 2 days ago? I think 2 days or 3 days ago. And he lost. Even the software crash. The software crash. Could not take it. I drive him nuts. If I debate myself, I will lose. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep you here longer. I hope we have a good time together. And again, remember, don't copy the gossip and the rumors and speak about it as a fact. And again, I say to you, if a Trump name is in Epstein file in any bad way, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and all the dogs of the Democrat, they will never hesitate to expose it. And this is the only reason make me believe strongly that Trump have nothing to do with this pimp. He knew him for sure. All rich people, they knew him and he know them. But if his name was in the file, there's no way Democrat they will hide it. They were trying everything they can to put him in jail. Silly argument, like he took document which is should not be in his house. Why do they want to do that if they have the Epstein file? It doesn't make sense. Why somebody want to accuse you of stealing candies when he have a proof that you stole the museum? So don't be silly and don't think like a child. Be vigilant, be smart, and use your brain. For God, He gave you a gift. It's called a brain. If you don't use it, you lose it. And don't be a loser. So I want to say thank you for being here. I hope my idea was clear and my logic received by you. And you have, you know, it's up to you. You agree or not. Leave your comment in the video later. And don't forget to give a dislike. I like dislike more than like. So if you are a Muslim, if you are an atheist, if you are a Democrat, I would love to hear from you by making a comment against what I said, and I want you to get me busted. And not to forget to give me dislike too, because dislike is like tickling, tickling. In the Indian language, tingling, tingling for me. Tingling, tingling. So please don't forget to do tingling, tingling, and give me dislike in the video if you are Democrat. And Democrats, there's one thing is unique about you. You're so stupid. And I am the only one who said in the world, stupidity is amazing. Conclusion, Democrats are amazing, but in a stupid way. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And always, as we say and we believe, God is good, so is Jesus. And we are the crusade. God bless.